How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another ETH update on the channel. Over the past week, I was suggesting it must hold this green box. In fact, more specifically, these two green lines. But when we're given this new low, we have readjusted the fibs. It's telling us that actually altcoins and Ethereum are not safe, could have a false bounce from 2K all the way up another 1.7, 1.8K up to 3.8K, and that's still not good enough, and it can go to new lower lows. In fact, that's my belief until I see the characteristic changes, those characteristic changes that I need to see to invalidate my theory that we will continue to new lower lows. I'm only going to believe otherwise if 3.8K is recovered. That is the 886 fib. I've shown multiple examples in my previous updates, like on Bitcoin throughout the last year. We saw multiple periods where a move back up after forming a low into the 886, did not break it, still went to new lower lows after. Once again, pump into the 886, still went to new lower lows after that. This is extreme. You need to understand the consequences. Made a new lower low, or just finished the dip, started moving back up. Everyone getting excited day by day as this period between July the 5th and July the 29th. Look at the period here as well. May the 1st to June the 7th. Look at this period here. March the 20th to April the 9th. Guys, these are not short-term periods, so imagine living through them day by day, getting excited once again just to get wrecked. You do not want this to keep happening. It's the hope and belief that is killing people, essentially. So let's head back to that ETH chart, and we can see over here that ultimately, even if it pumps up to 3.8K, you can head to new lower lows. So what does that actually mean? So actually, we don't even have to see ETH pumping up as high as there, and it could head to new lows. It's actually just a suggestion that can get as high as there and still technically bearish. So I will only really flip my stance back into bullish if I see all the moving averages recovered, the neckline of this bearish pattern. One of the earliest people on YouTube and Twitter to be calling this. I was telling my Discord community, my private clients in there, since the end of January, to be buying Bitcoin, to be shifting out of altcoins slowly, first out of the lower caps. They were getting absolutely wrecked. When I was sharing it online, I was getting wrecked. Well, funny enough, look who is getting wrecked now. People taking the piss out of me for being bearish when I was right in being bearish and cautious and warning everyone of these horrible situations that can happen. Look at the chart. Look how it's developed. Look at the pattern that's there. This is a macro double top on a scale of 1 year, guys. 12 months just to form a bearish pattern. All while, as it was developing, tricking us all into believing it was this inverse head and shoulders. They're scamming us. And only one coin really is going to maintain all this value. We've seen this. There's no point of even comparing the two. How can the number one competition to Bitcoin be in a downtrend since the 2021 all-time high? And at every single accumulative period, everyone believes this is going higher, because I was one of those believing from here, after spending, October 2023 to July 2024, almost 1 year consolidation at a macro level of support, to go up, right? No, to go lower. And the same thing once again, at the end of last year, everyone was being fooled and tricked and believing, oh, it's going to be like the last times. And, while in this consolidation range, looking like it was accumulating like the bottom to go higher. So we could actually see this altcoin season, spending months of October, November, December, and then by January, heading lower. All while all those months were spent accumulating to go higher. It's the hope and the belief that has wrecked everyone. If it's not clear enough to you now, Bitcoin is the clear winner here, in my opinion. If we head to a Ethereum chart, I'll just use a different one now. We can dissect these moves even more. Look, I've done it here, just making it easier for ETH, in fact, making it easier for alts, because I'm giving it earlier levels for it to recover. And it's just showing what I've pretty much been saying. That neckline right there, the head and shoulders pattern over here, that must be recovered. And that's a great first step, but still not fully in the clear until I see that final 3.7, 3.8K level up there, the 886 fib finally recovered. Until that moment, I still have all my belief, just like as it's been proving ever since I flipped bearish on the loss of 1K, that any bounce back up, even if it's from a key level of support, is just going to be short-term pump up, lower high under the last high. Any move back up is just going to be into previous support, now confirming that as resistance and then rolling over. And that's what we saw. And then we got another bounce, which everyone got tricked back into. But what did they do? Just pumped up into the previous support. Now it's resistance, lower high to roll over into new lower lows. This is worse position before. There's less bullish things than before. The only thing you can hope for is the recovery of this level that sustains to such an extent that it recovers all key levels in one swift move. And that's just not going to happen. That is the reality. I don't know why people want everyone to constantly lie to them. I was one of the earliest to flip bearish all the way back in January, guys, as this was coming down, and everyone getting excited on that capitulation day with such a mega bounce. Look at this crazy bounce day by day after us saying with such a big wick, you're going to fill it in. The amount of hate that kept on coming in. I know majority is not hating. Majority is willing to listen. And, you know, I'm not trying to claim to be some god, but this is very basic stuff. When support is lost, that is not good. So, you know, when the certain moving averages are lost, the 200 daily average, taking up the last 200 days and averaging it. And then people in denial when it's lost. Oh, no, that's somehow bullish when the 200 EMA is lost. And any pump while under is considered bullish? Absolutely not. It's just a pump back up into resistance now. With all these bearish crosses, all the pumps should eventually fail. We should only flip bullish when we're being proved, you know, it's all out the window, the bearish scenario. That's only going to occur when all moving averages are recovered, all the bearish necklines are recovered, and then also the final 886. Until then, I'm not changing my stance, even if we start climbing, guys. Even if this nearly doubles or pumps 50%, it doesn't change. What happened last time over here when the market moved from macro support? Market moved up 32%. In fact, it moved up 36% all in one candle. And still what happened in the end rolled over. And you'd say, wow, King of Alt surely needs to show everyone who's boss. It needs to prove to altcoins that it is safe again. Did the complete opposite. So what does that do for altcoins? A lot of them go to new lower lows. That is it from me today. I will be up here to update it as it develops. We've got this macro double top now. I'm not going to shift my stance. I believe that it will eventually play out. We will eventually continue low unless I see significant reversal from here, which if I do see, I will make updates on a daily basis saying, look, this is the beginning of the process of moving back up, but I'm going to warn in every single video update, just like I was doing on this bounce, and all of you getting trapped. I'm not going to allow myself to get trapped. I've been doing this for over 5 years. It's very, very simple. All you need is the Fibonacci's, and the Fibonacci's are saying, while ETH and crypto is and Bitcoin is under the 886. Now for ETH, that's 3.8K. And for Bitcoin, that's 105K. Where is Bitcoin? Where is ETH? Are they 3.8 and are they 105? If the answer is no, then the market is not bullish. If the answer is yes, which we can see, unfortunately, the answer is no. But then this is not bullish whatsoever, guys. I was one of the earliest to say it. Hopefully took action on that, or at least open your eyes a little bit more so you can see these things and then do it for yourself when you recognize it. That is it from me today. Like, subscribe, comment, share. If you want to get educated, if you want me to teach you how to do this, so you're not wasting any more of your time losing money, having this stupid hope in altcoins that, oh, I need to make all of these losses back in a month, in 2 months. Don't look at the market like that. The market is not here in this current moment to give people money. It's just taking money away. So what do you do in those moments? You, of course, preserve capital. If you want to learn how to do that, join me. Let's prepare for the next rise up, however many months it is away. Once those key levels are recovered that I mentioned in all my updates, then I'll be more than willing to jump ship back into altcoins. But yeah, that is it from me today. Let's get educated. Join me in my Discord community, mentorship, or ebook options. Links in the description. I'll catch you in there. Cheers.